Hello everyone, welcome. I have a flip through to share with you. I found mine at Walmart. This is the new Mythographic out, Mythographic It's also the first book by Diego Vaisberg, so that is exciting. Here is the back side. So he's a graphic designer and the art director of a studio based in Argentina. Yeah, let's take a look. So I did have to get this one, being it was his first book, you know, I had to get it for research and whatnot, to check it out, make sure I liked it. So if you are new to Mythographic, they are perforated images, they have the thicker paper and the framed in style. This very much looks like it's going to be one of the books that the more you look, the more you see. So we have a couple faces here, rainbow and planets in the background, little chicken bird guy here, an octopus over here. So a lot going on. It does look like the thinner line work. This could be a pretty one for fall. We got some pumpkins and some leaves. I'd almost want to change that background into bricks and just make it a nice garden page, even though that's a big bug for a garden. Here we have an underwater on land type one. So we got some mushroom trees, some flying fish. So this one already has the black built in, which is kind of nice. So you'll know those are where your shadows are. Again, we're on land with some flying fish. I don't know if those ones are my favorite, but they might grow on me. This is a very neat one. So the water makes some face with the rock here. Her lips are a rock, her nose are fish, eyes fish, eyebrows are the waves. So very neat. I feel like this would be a good watercolor page to do. Some jellyfish. Again, looks like we got fish on land. We got planet melting back here to make the water. I'm excited to see some of these colored because some people get so creative with these images. Very cool to see. Sometimes with these harder ones, my brain doesn't think outside the box enough. So it's fun to see other people's takes on them. Helps you get creative. So I have not peeked through this whole book. I peeked at a couple pages just to make sure it was something I thought I would be into. This one, I'm not sure if this is fire or wind or water or just melting, but the tigers are kind of maybe smoky. Butterflies. These are cool little hands coming out. Be fun to do like each little segment a different color of the rainbow, just a little different than the one next to it. Be a pretty one. You could do like a blue, light blue to black fade out, make it look like the moon behind her. Although there's a couple other there, so maybe it's not the moon. Not sure. Again, I think we have some boats on some land here. Flying turtles. Lots of planets or moons in this book, noticing. Again, the line work is a little thinner, a little smaller, a little more intricate, on the intricate side anyway. This is a super cool page. Someone asked me to do a tree tutorial. This would be a perfect page. I'm not sure if this is a rock or a crystal ball, but we got flying books here. This tree kind of gives me the Pocahontas vibes, and her grandmother's in the tree. That'd be a fun one to do. Might have to tackle that one. This one has thicker line work, so there's a mix, which is nice. This is also larger, so not so much of the tiny ones. the details. Here's a mermaid for Mermaid or whenever. She's a very pretty mermaid jumping out of the water. I'm not sure if this is tree roots, but you could almost make it lightning as well, causing the storm. Birds and fish. Birds and fish and birds and fish. Interesting. Neat perspective, like the water's on the outside and the tree's on the inside. Another interesting one. I feel like I'd struggle with this part. Maybe when I see one done. So there are some bugs hidden here. We got like a little butterfly and mothy type things. There's one over here. Definitely one of the more little intricate pages. Snakes. Ooh, there's even one hiding up here. So 1, 2, 3 of them, I think. Maybe more if you look long enough. This one's neat, this little portal thing. Reminds me on like one of the little portals on Spyro. I also adore this one. This would be a fun one to do. The door is peeking through to space. And it also has a tree, so. This one is neat. So it's got my favorite, you know, the bees and the honeycombs, but again, it's got a face kind of hidden in here, or just the eyeballs anyway. I guess it doesn't have to be a full face. Definitely interested to see how some people tackle these. This one is so cool. And again, lots of tree work here. Sorry, trying to get that to quit flickering for a second. Again with the eyeball, the all-seeing eye. More planets, got some flowers. Definitely interesting. Very pretty. Don't know about that one. I would definitely have to be in the mood for this one. I feel like this one is odd for me. Still neat, but odd for me. Got kind of a mandala effect going on. So we got the birds all lined up here, and then the tiger coming down the stairs turned every direction. Kind of neat. I don't know about the stairs. That's a lot of stairs to color, but I can't even really tell you what's going on in this page. Got an octopus with his arm around the whale here, holding on to the fish. Maybe they're friends, group hug. This one could be pretty. I do like the nature scenes, beautiful nature scenes. I like that he added all the white lines in the water to help with that depth and dimension. Oh, sorry about the wiggle. I just thought if I paused it for a minute, my light would behave, but it's not. Unicorn. Or a Pegasus, maybe. I just seen the horn. Unicorn was the first thing that jumped to mind. There's a really cool elephant page. I'm not sure if he's coming out of the sand. This is feet are connected. Very cool. Here's another one of those nature scenes. Looks like a cat face right here, maybe. The little nose, chin, eyes, ears. Some more of those flying boats. There are some cool pages in here. Not all of them do I absolutely adore. But again, you know, coloring is based on what you like, so not everybody's gonna like the same. This one would be neat if you could really get these little glass pieces to look like mirrors popping up. Flying frogs. I do believe we have some flying frogs. There's enough pages in here that I think for me it justifies buying it, that I would definitely tackle, given if I had enough time in life to. This one's neat too, a little dragon. But it's not one I necessarily would put on like my books to complete list. Is this maybe supposed to be like a hermit crab? Interesting. These guys are pretty cool looking. I do like the mix of thin and thick line work. Here's a cool garden page, got some corn. Interesting. He's riding a cute little bird. That one's funny. Oh, she's on one too, on the hummingbird. I didn't even see her at first. He caught my eye. Sun rays. They would be cool to do. I just wish the black lines weren't so dark because it's really hard on sunshine to get rid of those black lines. So again, we have one of them turtles that are underwater and then they got like an island on their back. Seen a few of those pop up in books recently. One of those naked kitties. And I have no idea what's going on in the background. I couldn't tell you if we're underwater because they almost look like coral or land because of the flowers. I have no idea. That one's pretty. It's kind of like a city that's been flooded. This would be a book, I think, with all the water and scenery that I would definitely break out my ink tints and give them a try in this book. We have a seahorse or a seahorse dragon. Dragon octopus. A little mixture of critters going on there. Got a snail on a mushroom. Eyeball. Also very neat. This would be a fun one to do. It would be fun to break it into seasons: spring, winter, fall, summer. Kind of have a meet in the middle with a rainbow eye, maybe. There's those beautiful fish. One's a neat one. Like the little snake, but I couldn't tell you which. He's like so big down here and then so little up here, I can't find the beginning of the big snake. And that is the end of it. So there are the other books by other artists in this series if you are interested. That is Mythographic Illusion. Questions, comments, anything like that, please let me know, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.